Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Best teammates.
Oh, this isn't the voice of Jared at all. And my sidekick isn't Jared either.
This is going to be weird.
It is.
I mean, which one of us is supposed to lead without Jared here? He's going to love the fact that we have no idea.
We have no anchor and we have no idea. Radio talk there. Anchor is the person that takes control of things. And, I mean, I've got the button, so I guess I can sort of do that sort of stuff.
I'm going to nominate you.
Yeah, okay.
One vote for Andy.
Nay. Oh, who was that? I would totally be that guy in Parliament where they go vote something, they need one person to not be a no, and I'll be the guy in the background wanting to make things go longer so we'll get free pizza at the end of the day.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how government works.
Well, haven't you seen like videos where people are like asleep and stuff like that, even here in local government?
This is true.
Yeah, crazy.
I've seen it in this very podcast. Hey, can you hear me okay? Because we're doing that thing again where I don't come into the studio, but I just stay at home with my baby.
Yeah, you're at home. I'm in the studio.
If Jared was here, he'd call me lazy and uncommitted. I mean, I love that he's not here, but I know all the insults he would throw my way.
Okay, let's rip through a few. Hey, before we go any further, I'm Andy, you're Rosie, Maddie and Jared aren't here.
No, we're calling this a power pod.
Yeah,
it's
power
the
pod.
two of us.
Yep.
We're going to get through some stuff. We're going to play some games, and hopefully the baby doesn't lose her shit. Or do a shit.
Me too. So, how old is she now? She's a couple of weeks.
She is literally 1 month today.
1 month? That went quick.
For you.
Yeah, it did actually. Yeah, I've been travelling around the place and you just been popping out babies.
I've just been sitting at home.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, there she is. Can you hear her?
I can, but it's great. It means we've got 3 people on the podcast today, so that's good.
All right. Think about what you're going to say, Nicoletta. It's got to be funny. All right. She's preparing as we speak. Anyway, what's going on with you? I can't believe you're in Adelaide, buddy.
Yeah, no, for 3 weeks I'm here. So because of Easter and stuff, there's no point travelling because it's too expensive and I'm not out long enough to actually be valuable, I guess. You
didn't want to spend Easter in, a small regional Victorian town where you met lovely ladies?
It sounds like you described my trip to Thailand. You go to a small town and just meet some lovely ladies. Yeah.
Lovely ladies.
No. To sort of take it even further, I know you're taking care of business right now, but to take it even further.
Okay, I'm back in the mic.
All right, sounds like emceeing at the
She's
Grand.
supposed to be sleepy right now. She's not listened to our schedule. She has not read the agenda for today.
Well, did you give her a feed beforehand? Get her all milked up? So she's milk drunk?
Milked up. Yeah, but she's an animal. She just wants it all day, every day.
She's a panetta sale.
Yeah. I did have a former podcast about food, so she may have inherited some of my traits.
True that. Actually, I saw Taylee on the news last night running after some people out of court for Channel 10.
Oh, Taylee Jones.
Yeah,
on
your
the
former
beat.
co-host.
On the beat.
Yeah. Have you spoken to her lately?
I haven't spoken to anyone lately, honestly. This week something big happened in my life. I texted you briefly. Nicoletta, we were having such a good morning. So I've obviously been looking after a baby for 4 weeks. That's what happens when you pop them out.
True.
No, this week was the first day that I left. I've left the house. I went out Friday night for drinks with my husband. We left the baby with the in-laws for a couple of hours.
And how did you both go with that? I know the first time that I did that, it was the most, or actually every time after that as well, but it was the worst feeling. You feel so bad. Is that what you guys felt?
Nah.
You're like, yes, let's get on the pace.
I couldn't drink because I'm still pumping, so I had one sneaky champagne. I felt bad because I told my in-laws that I'd be back at 11:30 and we were still sitting in 2KW at 11:30 and I was like, crap, we better go get our baby or we look like we're bad parents.
And how did they go? Probably first time, obviously first time looking after little Nicoletta by themselves?
Yeah, I think they did good. Well, the great thing is, you have a sister, don't you? Does she have kids?
No, not that I know of. maybe.
Well, Christopher's sister just had a baby 6 months ago, so he's been like the trainee. Well, so they've done all the practice with him, and now Nicoletta comes in, and they're like, yeah, all right, this is good. We've done this.
Good. They're all warmed up, ready to roll.
Yeah, but my big achievement of the week was I left the house. I drove a car with a baby in it for the first time, so I actually haven't left the house by myself.
Was it your old shit box, or was it the one that the car that Chris has got the family?
What shit box? I never had a shit box. Are you talking about my Honda Civic?
You used to describe it as the most rankest car in the world.
Oh
no, that was me. Sorry.
I did sell her for less than some of the dresses cost in my cupboard. I mean,
sounds like you're human trafficking.
Yeah, I know. She was. Yeah, no. It's like a CRV. It's like a Honda, but that's really nerve wracking. Because you have to put them in a little car. You put a baby in a baby seat, they're like all squashed, and at one point.
It's like being like a pilot. Basically, the landing and the takeoff are the most dangerous points. The driving's not that bad. It's only when you stop to get out and put the baby in. How'd you go driving, like backing out of the driveway the first time?
Well, I was late for an appointment, so
so you were hectic as all hell in the car.
That may have helped. I do work well under pressure. I was like, all right, kid, in the car seat, let's go. We're 20 minutes late for an appointment. She was so chill, right? So she was like an hour late for a feed as well. I'm really painting myself as just a great first-time mum. So she's in the car and we're going home, and she's like an hour late for food, and I was like, she's going to crack the shits. That's what babies do. She was so quiet. And okay, I'm laughing because we were on the way home and I was hungry, and throughout my whole pregnancy I didn't eat Macca's.
Is that because you thought it was disgusting, or you wanted to be on a health kick, or
no?
What?
I was worried about listeria, and I couldn't trust like the lettuce was washed properly, and I didn't trust the meat was cooked properly, so I didn't eat any Macca's. And I saw the Golden Arches on the way home, and I was like, "Kids asleep, let's do this, Rosie. You've earned a burger."
I feel like Matt should be here for this chat so we can talk about the best burgers. So you've driven into the drive-through.
Yep.
What was your thought process of what you were going to order? Because this has obviously been a long time coming, and does that mean you go straight for the family deal? So you've got the best of everything and you just sit on it for a couple of days and just reheat as you go?
I had to reheat. Reheating Macca's is not okay. By the time I got to it, it was cold, and I was like, oh, God.
Hungry Jacks, you can reheat to all hell because it's reheated when they made it anyway, right? They microwave the shit out of them when they give them to you, so it's fine. But
allegedly, I feel like I should say allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Well, okay, we've gone too far. Go back to drive-through. What was your vibe as you went in there, or your thoughts? Bad term there.
I wanted a big burger with tomato in it. It's a pretty basic thought process.
At least it had a piece of tomato in it.
Yeah, and pickles. So I went Big Angus. That can't be. Please don't take that out of context.
Literally just going to cut that bit and put that up today. And that's all we're going to do. I wanted a big piece of meat, a Big Angus.
I got a Big Angus. No, so the kids, I'm waiting, and it was like lunchtime, so it was like so slow in this drive-through, which is annoying. It really isn't fast food. So I turned around, and she was really quiet, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's 1 month old, so she didn't respond. Rude. So I've grabbed her hand, and she didn't respond back. Like, she didn't grab my hand back. So I've freaked out and gone, I've broken my baby's neck. So I've jumped out of my car seat in the drive-through while waiting and ran to her seat just to check she was alive.
Oh, yeah, you have many of those moments when you're like, fuck.
And the guy behind me in the drive-through was like, had this look of concern, like, what the flip is this woman doing? Because it's so
Barry,
weird.
we've got a bloody junkie in drive-through 1. Just flipping out.
It's so weird seeing a human on their legs in the drive-through, right?
What?
Like, because you always see, it's just weird when someone walks in a drive-through because it's always cars. To get out of the car is like, it just physically looks wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's alive and she's here, and so I survived and I got a burger. Yay!
Did you do anything else, or did you just get the burger?
I mean, I got some chips and an ice Coke. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Did you go full cream Coke or did you go zero?
Full cream Coke? I went Coke with no cream, please.
Again, you should stop saying words like that. You can't say words like that around me or anyone in this podcast or our listeners either, because you know they're going to think it.
Oh, damn it. Anyway, enough baby chat.
Con at BTC right now, she's going, yeah, I'm thinking it. No, the reason why I ask is I'm always interested to see what people eat, which is why your podcast went really well.
Yeah, because I had one listener.
Yeah, Taylee.
Thanks, man.
Who was sitting opposite you.
Meanwhile, where are our other counterparts? What are their excuses? Where are they? Why is it just two of us?
I thought Jared was working away doing like soccer stuff, but then I had a meeting with a mate of his and he was doing one of his courses during the week on Wednesday, so he must be here somewhere, but he might...
He's here somewhere. No, I did see that. He was doing soccer. He was at the Socceroos game.
Ah, okay. And then, Maddie I've been in contact with, but I think he might be busy with work.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah,
or
I
footy
missed that.
or whatever
I
that's
missed
going
that
on.
thing.
Busy time of year. Did I tell you what happened to me at the Dubbo airport with the rental car?
No. You showed me photos of what happened in the Dubbo hotel. That sounds worse than it was.
I don't know. It was pretty good at the time.
And when I say me, you sent it to the whole group. It wasn't just an Andy Rosie weird photo sharing. It was on the group chat.
Well, we're going to sidetrack all over this place. We don't have an anchor. We're just having a chat, all right? So this conversation
power
is everywhere.
pod. It's a power pod.
It's going to go everywhere. It's a big bloody spaghetti bowl of just content. I said to you on the phone earlier that aren't you part of our new group text thing on WhatsApp for content? And you're like, what? We've been chatting on that, sending each other farts for the last 3 days.
So you guys have a separate group chat that I'm not part of?
I think you're part of it. I'm pretty sure I saw the word Rosie in there. I can't get it. I can't get it up right now. But
it's not on text.
No, it's on WhatsApp.
I don't use WhatsApp. You know what? It's probably better. You know what? You can save the WhatsApp for the photos that I don't want to see.
Yeah, but I feel like you should be part of it. You know, to know the real us.
Let me try and log in while you tell me the Dubbo airport story.
Yeah, so so to get to Dubbo, it's 2 flights, right? So you get a normal flight to Sydney, and then you get a little regional airline.
Rex?
No, it was Qantas Link. So la-di-da. Flew there, get off the plane, pretty tired because it was like an early start. Okay, cool. I'll get my rental car. I'll then head to my accommodation and see what's up and then sort of plan my trip from there. So I go to the rental place where, they have like your 4 major sort of rental car places, like your Budget and all that sort of stuff.
Red Dot, Budget.
Nah, not crazy Red Dot. Like we're talking like premium.
Is Red Dot crazy?
I don't know. Like you have your Thrifty, your Budget, your Sixt, all that sort of stuff. So I go up to the one that I've got. And there was no one at the desk. And that's kind of annoying sometimes. You have to sort of ring them and find out where they are and then maybe go to a different location. But when I rolled up...
You've got 4 options and you've gone to the desk with no one at it. Well,
because it's pre-booked.
That was your fault. Oh.
Yeah, it's pre-booked and prepaid. So usually what happens with those sort of things is the person behind the counter will look at the flights and see who's pre-booked cars, and they might be there at the desk waiting for you when you arrive, or they might just be somewhere else. So that's how they kind of roll. So they're not just sitting there all day waiting for flights to come in.
Okay.
So
it's kind of their job, but anyway, go on.
I know, right?
I mean, that is actually your only job.
Yeah. So I roll up to mine and there's no one there. And a lady from, I think it was like Thrifty goes, oh, you might want to call that number that's on the desk there and speak to someone. I don't think you're going to be happy. And I'm like, what? What do you mean by that? And as I said that, I hear this guy yelling on the phone behind me. Like pretty annoyed was probably the best way to say that, how he was acting on the phone.
Yeah.
And
you're like, oh, it's Jared.
Yeah. And so he hangs up and he's like, fuck this. And I was like, oh, were you just on the phone to these guys? And he's like, yes, these guys are fucked. And I was like, okay, cool. So I ring the guy and the guy from the desk.
You rang the business.
Rang the business and he's like, hi, how you going? And I was like, good. I'm here to pick up a car, but you're not here. He's like, yeah, look, there's no cars. There's no cars to pick up. I don't have any cars. And I was like...
Again, this is your job.
What do you mean? And he's like, we changed ownership of the agency and someone forgot to turn off all the online purchases, like, you know, when you book
my-
through booking.com or
Is it
anything
a big
online.
company? Did
It's
you
a
name the
massive
company?
But like each regional airport, say if you were Sixt, for example, you're an actual agent for them. You're not the actual owners for them. So they've changed agents in the area, if you sort of get my drift. So the person
Like
in
a
control...
franchise.
Yeah, like a franchise. Yeah, that's what you kind of could call it. And this was the new franchise owner that I was talking to, and he was pretty bad. And
Are
he
you
goes,
paid for
yeah,
it already too? Have you
it was all paid for. Yeah, it cost heaps.
Okay. So the other guys go on the whole angry person response. How did you respond?
I'm usually pretty, like you said earlier, probably because of our commercial radio work and having to work under pressure, produce high quality content quickly,
And
instead
sometimes for jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of them. Or one in particular. That's
I
no
said
longer there.
sometimes, just, you know, to be nice.
Just gaslight essential, you know what I'm saying? So I usually don't snap. I usually try to just find a solution and move on. And I was like, cool. It's now after 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, jeez.
I don't have a car and I need it for work. I need to leave
And
the
also,
airport and get
if
my
you don't-
accommodation.
Realise I'm in Dubbo.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm in the middle of Dubbo. You've got to pre-book
Major
taxis
city.
because there's not that many taxis there. Like all that sort of stuff. And he's like, yeah, I can't do anything about it. You're going to have to go to somewhere else. I was like, you realise this is like $800 this is cost to hire the car for the few days that I'm here for. I'm not going to fork that out again. Like, can you move your credit to someone else? There was one lady left for budget sitting there. And I was like, can you move the credit over to her? No, we can't. It's sitting with booking.com because that's who we book through, right? Oh. And we haven't received the money yet because you haven't taken
The car, yeah.
ownership of the car yet. And I've then just blown up on the phone at him. I was like, this is so fucking unprofessional. I did go down a bit of the whole, do you know who I am? But
And he was like, according to your booking, you're Andy Martin.
yeah. He's like, yeah, I used to remember you on Nova 100 that one time that you were accidentally on there because the fucking desk fucked up.
And went to Dubbo? Wow, you really fucked it.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, no, I used to remember that. I used to remember you on that movie podcast you did with that chick. What happened with that? And I'm like, don't talk about it. Fuck you. So I had to
And
go
then
to...
that's when you really got angry. And you're
Yeah,
like,
just fired right up.
trigger.
She is the mother of my children. We are no longer together. Go away. So anyway, he just kept talking, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm hanging up." So I hung up, and then went to Budget and spoke to the most lovely lady there, and she was able to help out. And
She just gave me her car.
she goes, you know what? Me as a business owner, I've been here for 25 years, and what I do is I've stopped all purchases on my cars. I've still got a whole row of cars out in the airport.
She's still rolling out 1998 Holden Commodore.
Yeah, she's got a 1984 Toyota Corolla. It's got a nice scent of fuel whenever you drive it.
And you can hear it coming back, which is
Yeah,
nice.
that's
She's like,
right,
where's
yeah.
Andy? Oh, I can hear him. He's just parking.
It's more holy in the exhaust than the Catholic Church.
So she helped you out.
Yeah,
so
so
she's like,
she helped me out. She was just like, look, I've made sure that I've held my cars back because we knew this was going on. You're like the third person today this has happened to because the guy from the company that we're dealing with just left. He just left because he didn't want to deal with it. And she goes, I don't know what's going to happen now. I'm about to leave for the day. There's no one else here. And there's 3 more like people on flights coming in tonight that need their cars to be picked up by this company that we're using. And it was just going to be so crazy. So I was thankful for her, and I gave her a good review.
and then she just left 3 sets of car keys on the bench top.
Yeah, she goes, I don't know what they're going to do because like their stuff, they're going to be stuck at the airport. There's no transportation. You've got to pre-book taxis.
I'm
It's all
guessing-
just crazy.
You got to pre-book taxis.
Yeah, because it's a small country town, and there's
Dubbo's
not
not
many
that
taxis.
small.
Well, it is when you're trying to get a cab.
Really? Okay, sure.
Don't debate me on
I
this.
guess there's no Uber. Uber?
Well, maybe.
There's no
I
Uber.
didn't check if Uber was there.
Yeah.
It is a pretty big country town, like you said. Maybe I'm
I'm
wrong.
like, I've lived in small country towns. Dubbo seems bigger than Port Augusta.
Yeah, it's bigger than Port Augusta. It's better than Port Augusta, yeah. Although Dubbo had that really weird Gawler vibe to it. I think I said it to her last, like the, you know, like the. Oh man, I'm going to sound like I'm a fucking hootie here.
Well, and my parents live quite close to Gawler, so
they
what
live
you
in
say,
a winery.
buddy?
Come on, Rosie. They don't live in a suburban Gawler.
They live close to suburbia Gawler.
But you know, like the shit area of Gawler, if there was one.
I do. I mean, it's got pretty ratty.
Yeah.
It used to be a cool not cool, that's the wrong word. It used to be like a lovely country town vibe, and it's got a bit ratty.
But there still is, because if you go in the outer sort of areas, it's very nice.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yes, that's what happened there. Have you ever had any issues with that? Because not in regards to rental stuff, but like stuff you've pre-booked, you've rolled up and it's not there, or they're like, nah, we can't do anything about it, fuck off.
No, it's always Christopher's problem because he's the one that always books it. So then I don't really bank any of these memories.
Yeah, fair call. Probably because, you know, you use them for content on commercial radio. But he doesn't like having all that fame.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. No, I don't know if I've ever even driven a rental car.
Yeah, I mean, you drove yours for the first time in 9 months last week, so.
Yeah, I practically need to learn how to drive again.
Yeah, how was that?
No, I've been driving, just not with a baby in the car.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes, yeah. It's just,
Cool.
I feel like an idiot. I feel stupid that I just feels a bit. I feel like I'm learning to do things normal again. Does that make any sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It felt weird how big a deal it was. I was like,
You've been in a bit of a pregnant bubble and you're just coming back down to earth and trying to work out what life is.
Yeah. Where's my makeup? Luckily, we're doing it online right now. My words are wrong. We're podcasting over the internet right now, so we're in different rooms.
Yeah.
My camera's not on, which is a great thing because I decided this morning when I knew we were doing this podcast that I don't give a shit how crap I look right now. So you know what? You know
also,
who's gonna understand
I stopped paying my OnlyFans subscription for Rosie Panetta as wetter.
Yeah. It started getting really unhot when I just started turning up with my pump on, just like, hey everybody.
Just like, hey guys, hey gang. I'm just going to talk about what I did today.
Just your boobs being sucked in the most unsexy way. There's probably
Literally,
some creeps who love
dairy
that.
farmers.
Oh. Like literally, I'm like a cow. It's the most awful. There is no one who says, "Oh, is it pumping just such a joyful experience?"
It's weird. Chris bought me a cage and everything to sit in the mornings, in the early mornings when he gets up, puts his farmer's hat on, heads on out, and go get the cage open.
Bought me a bucket. I was like,
Throws with some corn or whatever they eat. Off we go. But yeah, how has that transition been going, getting back down to sort of like normal town after the birth?
Still happening. I just feel a bit bored some days. So
You're
nice
bored?
to see your
Oh,
face.
yeah, okay.
Because I'm home alone with a kid who doesn't talk back to me and laugh at my jokes.
Yeah.
She will. I will
Yeah,
teach
that'll be
her.
the best thing ever when she starts reacting to, things you do or say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
best.
That'd be nice. That'd be good. Yeah.
And yeah, so I sent you a video last night of the girls, my girls, eating chocolate brownie, and
Did you was that dinner, Andy?
that was dinner. Yeah. They had a little bit of, like, because we made chocolate brownies, or I made chocolate brownies with them last week, and I'm not talking about, like, the ones that Jared makes. But I'm talking about, like...
It needed to be said. It needed to be said.
like actual chocolate brownies, like the dessert. So we made it together. I like to try to do things to educate them and bring them into the world nicely. So we made these chocolate brownies. So look, we're going to finish off eating the next weekend when you're back. So we got into that for dessert. So I give them a little swirl of cream from the can.
Cream from a can or like from
Cool Whip.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like-
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Yep.
And I get the can out of the fridge, and Millie runs up, who's 2, and she's like, I want cream. And she's like, like open mouth, waiting for me to squirt it in her mouth. And the more I talk about it, it sounds weirder. So I'm going to stop.
Did you give it to her straight out of the can into her mouth?
No, yeah. Well, I just finished the can off
Like,
in
like
there.
some frat party. Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, well, that's what she wanted. But I said, hey, like, because Mum was there. I was like, hey, Mum, check this out. And I'm like, Millie's standing in the kitchen with her mouth open, waiting for this delivery of cream. Again, as I say, it sounds very bad.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to. No, continue to the story that involves children. So I'm
Yeah,
not
and
gonna take
literally just
any of that
goes,
out of
the
context.
can just goes, and there was nothing in there. It was just air.
Oh,
So
you
she was
just-
disappointed. But the video I sent was the reason why I sent the video to you, Rosie, is because the girls wanted to talk to you, but out of the blue.
And I said, no, I'm too busy. No, I didn't.
Yeah, like I'm bored and I don't want to talk to anyone. No, Georgia had gone, who'd like this? I reckon Rosie would like this brownie, and that's why I got the video out and started
That's
videoing.
so cute. And yeah, I probably would have. I would have, when you sent it, I was like, shit, I want some brownies.
Yeah. And because a lot of the time, like, whenever, well, not just bald men, but like a lot of the time, like whenever
You say bald men or bold men?
bald,
Or
as
bald.
in no hair. Like we're watching the footy, and like whoever's commentating will come on, and George will go, "That looks like Jared," all the time. Which takes me to the photo that we just screenshotted before we started recording that will pop up somewhere on social media of me with a bald filter on, and I just put that on just so it made you feel like at home.
Yeah, it was
with
nice.
the recording.
Yeah.
So, so what's my point here? The girls love you.
That all bald men look like Jared according to their kids.
That's a good conclusion.
And Rosie likes to eat sweet desserts.
Yes.
Rosie, is that because last time we hang out, you were just feeding them sugar? Probably.
Made me sound like I'm a bad father.
Last time
What
I
was
saw
that?
them, we were watching Maddie's, I think it was semi-final.
Oh, yeah, but that was just after the breakup, and I had to feed them anything to keep them happy.
Together, we smashed a packet of lollies, and the next minute there was fairy floss, and the next minute, like a toffee apple or something came out.
Oh, that's right. I took them to Harbour Town and went and got them stuff from
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So
fairy
now they
floss.
think sugar, Rosie Panetta.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
okay with that correlation.
Rosie, she's so sweet. Yeah. But they want to see you, and they want to see the baby.
Okay.
They haven't said anything about Chris yet, though, which is weird, but I'll push that on them at some point.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. So, last time you and Jared just did the 2 people power pod,
Yeah.
you managed a game.
I managed the game
Did you manage to play a game to end the podcast?
because you didn't hear it, did you?
I swear. Well, I did hear it
'cause-
because I heard your insults, but my brain is mush and I can't remember.
Yeah, because
shit.
Jared said, "Oh, Rosie's not going to listen to this. She's a blah blah blah."
Yeah,
and I was like, "No,
and then
she'll
he
listen
started
to it."
rapping Rosie, Panetta, Nicoletta. I remember listening to it, but I don't remember where there was a game at the end.
Yeah, that's
and how
right.
do
No.
you manage a 2-person game?
Yeah, well, basically, not well. No,
Obviously, it was so good, I can't remember it.
No, it was fine. What we did is, I think we just played some Who Am I, where I just because you know what
okay.
Jared's like in his brain, he knows too much.
Yeah.
So he has
Yeah.
a lot of stuff in there that he can
And
answer.
he loves a good competition against himself.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. He loves a good comp. So we can do one now if you want.
I mean, you said there was one just sitting there, but I didn't know it was going to be the 2 of us or the 3 of us. So yeah, let's do it is the answer.
I mean, this is like playing Monopoly. Someone's going to be the banker. So I guess I'm the banker.
Well, you're the one that's prepared it because, I mean, I could be the bank. I could make one.
Well, yeah,
up on
I already know
spot.
the answer. So
What is it?
I'm not going to tell you until the end of the game.
Okay, yeah, that makes.
Is that fair
yeah.
point?
Yeah, no, I said I could make one up on the spot right now, but it would be really quite boring.
Oh, I'm just going
Who
to
am
hit play.
Okay.
Ready? were you doing the intro then yourself or what?
No, I told you it had to be a power pod because I'm so tired today and we've gone 33 minutes. I expired 15 minutes ago. I'm going to be honest, guys.
Hey, I'm proud of you that you've gotten this far. All right, you know the drill.
Quick
Do you?
update
Yeah,
on the baby. So at the start of the podcast, she was crying.
yeah.
She's now asleep. So whether my conversations have put her to sleep is a good or a bad thing, I will leave you to decide.
No, you know what? Like, I used to do recordings at home when the kids were a baby, or you know, you'd have long phone conversations, or even like you take the girls out to the shop and you'd be holding them, and you run into someone and you have a conversation with them. They would generally be asleep 5 minutes after the conversation starts. It might be because your voice is so comforting
Okay.
to them and it's continuous.
It's not because I'm boring.
Or also, you're not yelling like, you know, Chris has
Okay.
got home and he's in trouble because of something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just assuming that's what happens, right?
Oh, that is not what happens.
Is that a typical
I don't talk
ethnic
to him 'cause
household?
I'm angry. I do.
Oh, you with the cold
I do
shoulder.
the silent treatment. Anyway, who am I? Okay.
You're Rosie Panetta Saleh.
Boo. Yeah. Okay.
All right,
That's for
here we
you,
go.
Maddie. That's for you.
I feel like you'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right.
If he listens.
Now, literally, I just put this into ChatGPT, so I haven't read these at all. So this is,
You and my husband and your bloody AI obsession.
it's all about being efficient without hiring anyone.
It's sadly true.
Yeah. Sounds worse with that
Okay.
drone behind us. But
I know.
All right, here we go.
All right.
You can't see my screen, can you? Just
I
out of
can't
interest.
see. No, I can just see your face.
Oh, okay.
So unless I can look right into your eyes and see the reflection of your screen and your pupil, which I can't.
I do have beautiful, shiny blue eyes. So feel free to head on in if you need to. I don't know what that means. All right. Okay, here comes who am I.
Okay.
Some statements. You're just going to have to guess who it is.
Okay.
I am a singer.
Adele.
No.
Andy Martin.
No. Do you want me to give you the buzzers or just say no? Oh, well,
No, just say. I mean, up to you.
Alright.
You've got the power of the buttons.
fair point.
Yeah.
All right.
Michael Jackson.
I am female.
Michael Jackson.
No. I am American.
Janet Jackson.
No.
Rihanna.
No.
Okay, keep going.
I have acted.
Jennifer Lopez.
Fuck's sake.
Are you serious? Yes! I'm so sorry. That was so. I'm so good. That was so short.
Because I stupidly went in my head, who will
And also-
Rosie know after a few things? And I was right. It was after a few.
Also, was this your fault or the artificial intelligence fault?
Probably artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I think it made it too easy. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Okay. Well, that was quick. I'm
I'm glad I
we ended
didn't
the
put any
podcast
effort
with-
into it. And I just...
I'm so sorry. Oh,
Don't be sorry.
my
Rosie.
efficiencies made that really inadequate. Anyway, the power pod's gone for 36 minutes. We better wrap this baby up.
Technically, we chatted beforehand before we hit record, so it's essentially gone for 30 minutes. So,
All right,
like I
we'll
said,
cut that. I mean, edit that out.
yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm proud of you for busting a baby out.
Oh, thanks. I'm proud of you for busting a podcast out.
I'm just glad you're supportive, and that's all that matters in the end, isn't it? Next week, I'm assuming Jared and Maddie will be back, and so will you. Are you going to come in if you can?
I can try. Or if she just, I mean, there will be a baby. I'm sure she could just sit under the table for a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's air and water and.
Well, there's worse that's happened in here, so I know it's actually shat himself in this particular studio yet.
Oh,
So,
but you know, things can change. We can all make goals.
yeah, we'll get Con in here, have a party. Be fun. What a
Big
car.
shout out to Con and Lena.
Yes, best people in the world. Thank you very much, Rosie.
We love you.
We'll see you next time.
Next time, it's just Jared and Maddie.
Yeah, who's going to record it? I know Jared can do it. Anyway, here's Colin.
Thanks for listening to Best Teammates. Follow us on socials and make sure you subscribe.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.